good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Proficiency Bonus. This is Thursday night for some Delve and Dash. This is episode 40, guys. We've been doing this for 40 episodes.
Dang. Not me! Long time.
Shard, you count. You've been in this world, you know.
You know, one tenth of the episodes.
Now the camera's focused more on you.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Welcome, everybody. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors and supporters here at Proficiency Bonus. First and foremost, Twitch, Streamlabs, Team MZ, Many-Sided Dice, and our friends over at Little Dragon Corp. If you type in !Little Dragon Corp in the chat, you'll get a quick link to their website. You can use the coupon code PROBONUS to get 10% off of your order while you're there. They sell some pretty awesome dice and other RPG gear, so go ahead and check them out. Hope that you guys are doing great. We're going to dive into tonight's episode. We got a couple people down tonight, but we're going to keep on trucking through because you know what? I think we all need some D&D. And
heck yeah.
And I think you folks, you folks at home, I think you do too. So this is for all of you watching and tuning in live here on Twitch tonight. We're just going to dive right into it. Last week, our group succeeded in their plan to delay the cultists' caravan a little bit, to put one of their carts out of commission, and also show Jamna the contraband that was been on the cultist caravan thus far. Seeing pleased that she was able to set her eyes upon it, the party managed to secure a second cart to finish the journeys back to Waterdeep, their destination. Upon arriving, most of the caravans said their goodbyes. The merchants kind of split off into their own different separate ways. Zin, I believe, was headed towards the Yawning Portal. Franklin transformed into a tiny spider and followed the 5 cultist wagons north to the field district, just to the very tip top of the city of Waterdeep, where they boarded up their wagons, stabled their horses, and were enjoying an evening at the tavern. He overheard them talking about hooking up with the construction caravan that was headed north, working on building back the roads to the north between Waterdeep and Neverwinter. And he also discovered that they were going to do that at first light. So your time in Waterdeep, if you choose to continue on this journey, it's going to be short-lived. As Franklin makes his way back to all of you, where would he find? Would Shard be with the others at this time, Chris?
Shard would have wanted to follow them up to the point where they went down to a tavern.
Okay, sure.
And if he knew Franklin was going in there, he probably wouldn't bother doing his own snooping because he knows Franklin can turn into bugs.
Yeah, true.
That makes his life easier. He doesn't have to do that. So I think that he would head back to meet them at the Yawning Portal, assuming he knew how to get there. But I think we stopped by on the way, didn't we?
The Yawning Portal is actually a little out of the way for where you guys are traveling. You'd have to go, I guess it'd be more like the southeastern side of the city, when this caravan basically came in from the southeastern side and is basically heading straight north.
So I'd probably be heading around to some kind of central area of the city looking for 2 pieces of information. One, how do I get to the Yawning Portal? I don't remember if I actually got there last episode.
Yeah, you could just ask somebody on the street in Waterdeep, and they could give you directions.
How would I go about looking for a sanctuary of my faction in a place like this? Because it's not. It's not the kind of place where I think it'd be easy to find, especially for Shard.
Right. Hey, Eric, thanks so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And also, thank you, Blitz Graybeard, for putting in our sponsor code in the chat. I appreciate it. You could probably find some people There wouldn't be kind of like a home base or anything like that here, probably.
Okay. I'd probably just go back to the Yawning Portal then.
Okay, just go back to the Yawning
Or
Portal.
go to possibly the third side.
Okay, sure. Zin, you said you wanted to go right to the Yawning Portal
Yeah, I'm just going.
in Dusk. I kind of assumed that Dusk would probably travel with Zin last time, I think.
Yep.
So you guys make your way to the Yawning Portal, a large tavern containing a very massive well in the middle of its main bar space. It's pretty crowded this time, especially since it's about dinner. And there's a lot of hooting and hollering going around, and a lot of people, with tankards of ale, getting a little frosty in this place. And you can see that there is a gentleman behind the bar that has some kind of mid-length, kind of curly brown hair with a pretty sizable mustache. He's got his sleeves kind of rolled up, and there's this massive sword that kind of hangs behind the counter, along with a bunch of like different wooden barrels and tankards and wine bottles and just all kinds of things. It's chaos right now. There's a lot of people, a lot of other employees like bringing out food and things like that. What would you guys like to do?
I think I'm just going to find a table that's open and have a seat there and just wait for everybody to show up.
Pretty much as soon as you have a seat with Zin there at the table, a human woman, looks like just a waitress, kind of comes up to you. What can I get you?
Just some water right now, thank you.
One water, and you?
Yes.
Points to Zin. Oh,
Ale should be fine.
ale. Okay. So she goes quickly to get you guys a water and ale, and it doesn't take long before Shard shows up and has a seat at the table as well. Shard, how would you feel in a pretty congested tavern such as the Yawning Portal?
Where is the table that he happens to have found?
It would have probably been. I want to try and get one that in the back, like corner, so I can see, keep an eye, kind of thing. It's kind of where I always sit.
Okay. Yeah, it's at least the best part of this establishment to be in. But he's probably going to hug the wall and just...
Nice.
Set us back and sit.
After you sit down, what would Shard's order be for a beverage here at the Yawning Portal?
I think he is actually looking to get some just a little bit of heavier food.
Okay.
And while he's here, otherwise, water.
Yeah, I mean, when you're on a caravan, sometimes you don't get the same. It's hard to get that nice hearty meal out there on the caravans.
I will also order basically the same thing Shard does.
Okay.
I want some good food too.
I also want some good food.
As Shard's meal is set down, Dusk and Zin just stare at the plate for a moment. They're like, "I'll have what he's having."
One for us, please.
I know last time we talked about it a little bit. You said it depends on what Dusk thought. How many times do you think we've been here?
I mean, it depends on how many times we've, maybe like a handful of times, depending on how many times we've actually been to Waterdeep. So I would say every time we come to the Waterdeep, we come to this tavern.
That's what I said too.
So maybe a handful of times.
So I'm assuming we know
5,
Durnan.
6.
Yeah, you probably have met Durnan. Yeah, you probably asked him a little bit about some of his exploits and things of that nature. Yeah.
I'm just.
He's kind of brash. He kind of keeps to himself unless people dig too deep.
Yeah, I feel like I mess with him whenever I'm around him. So I'm just gonna drop like a hand towel on his head, conjure it.
Oh, and it drops on his head while you're sitting. While you're sitting at the table, or you walk over to him to do it.
I can do it within 30 feet, I think. So.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's 10 feet.
10
so
feet.
I have to get a little bit close.
Yeah, you probably have to get a little bit closer.
Yeah, but I'll do it.
You'll do it?
Yeah.
Are you trying to be like nonchalant about this and like kind of hidden? While you?
No, I expect him to know it's me. So I'm just gonna drop it on him.
Okay, he's kind of turned around. It looks like he's putting some bottles back on the shelves from where people have gotten something to drink, and all of a sudden, this floating dish towel like conjures above his head and falls down over his head. What the hell? He just takes it and he throws it off the side of his head, and it lands. Would that basically disperse it?
If it takes damage, yeah.
And it's glowing, and he starts to look around, and he looks at the massive furball standing in the middle of the room, and he smiles a little bit. Zin, you're back.
Hello. Yes, finally. I love being in this city so much. I get to come see you, one of my favorite people.
Stop lying.
I'm sorry, I do it a
I
lot.
know you're full of crap.
Yeah, most of the time.
He gets a bottle from underneath the bar and pours like a quick shot of what looks to be some kind of whiskey, and then slides it over to you.
Wonderful. I take the shot.
That one's on the house, but you have to pay for the rest.
That's cool. Just put it on Dusk's tab.
Will do.
All right. How you been? Any news? Any new work? Anything? Dragon cultist, you know the shebang.
Oh, it's funny you mentioned that. Seems, well, I better not talk about this too loud, because some people get a little bit crazy about it, but
I'll lean in so you can talk to me,
apparently about a 10-day ago, I didn't see it with my own eyes, because I'm too busy running this place,
Right.
I don't get out,
Yeah.
out as much as I should, but apparently, someone spotted a half-dragon about a 10-day ago, traveling through
Okay.
Waterdeep.
Interesting.
It is. Apparently, it left via horseback with another group of individuals going north.
Have we heard, or specifically, I guess, have I heard any stories about a half dragon traveling in the area or anywhere for that matter?
Make a history check, Shard.
No! On the table! Crap!
Oh, what is my computer
I'll
doing?
be right back.
Don't do this to me, computer. I just moved my notes from one monitor to the other, and now my notes won't load.
We're gonna use a different D20 today. 'Cause I don't know where that went.
It's that kind of night.
There we go.
There we go.
To
Now
poop.
we got it.
17.
17. Half dragons are very, very rare. You probably haven't heard of one recently. Even on a roll of a 17, they're just extremely rare. People have a innate, just general fear, mainly because they just don't know too much about them, probably.
Okay, so I would clearly remember not having heard of one.
Yeah, probably, yeah. But Dusk and Zin, if you guys remember in your meetings down south, there was a, I believe you were told about a black half dragon
I believe
Yes,
so.
Resmir.
named Resmir.
Yep.
That was part of this whole ordeal. So you think, Zin, immediately you kind of make connections that this was probably the same one.
Did they was there any word of like where they were going or what they left? Like, did they leave with anything? Just horses and people?
Just on horseback. I think somebody said there was probably at least a half dozen of them.
Wow.
They were headed north, and that's the last that they were seen. It's crazy.
I mean,
It's been quite.
I've seen crazier.
It's been quite a
but-
time since I've seen a half dragon.
Yeah, I mean that's rare.
What's Dusk been up to?
Oh, you know, just being a crotchety old man like always. No, I'm just kidding. He's great.
Yeah, he has a little chuckle at that.
He's getting better. And so am I. We're just making our skills better so that we can do more.
Maybe you can make
Yeah.
those skills better so you can go down the well.
I could go down the well right now.
Last time you weren't keen on going down the well.
Well, yeah, but that was last time. This is this time. I mean, I would go down the well right now, but I'm kind of on an important mission, so.
Is going down the well an expression for getting wasted?
No, going down the well takes you to a dungeon.
All of a sudden, Shard's standing next to you at the bar, and who's this guy?
This is somebody we picked up on the road. He's pretty okay. Don't call him Stripes. He'll get really mad. His name's Shard.
Why would I call
You
him
can
Stripes?
call me Stripes. Only he can call me Stripes.
Well, that seems fair.
I'm just kidding.
But the well it's a dungeon. It's complicated.
Some fellow named Jamari went down 2 days ago. Haven't seen him since.
Oh,
That's typical around here. Hi.
yeah.
He points to Shard. I kind of like him. And he takes another glass, pours a glass of whiskey, a shot of whiskey, and slides it over to Shard.
Thank you.
Oh,
What do you mean by that? Like, was he like an Earth Genasi or something?
What?
You pointed at Shard and said he was kind of like him.
No, I said I kind of like him.
Oh, you like? Okay, all right. I misunderstood.
God,
Sorry.
And he takes a big swig of the whiskey himself.
I was thinking about the well.
Some woman walks by and kind of bumps him. Doesn't even look at him. Just says, "Dernan, you keep drinking it. You won't make any money off of it." And he just walks by. I know.
Here, I'll pay. Here's a gold for that, so you can drink it. How much is it? More than a gold?
Yeah, this stuff's more than a gold. I'd say it's probably this
How
bottle's
much?
probably about 5 gold worth.
All right, I'll give you 10. Give me one too.
Okay. He reaches down, grabs another bottle he's been storing under the. Slides it over to you, Sid.
Bottle of alcohol. All right. Well, hey, listen. I know you like it when people bring you things that are like special. I don't really have anything special for you, but I stole these 4 sets of silverware, and I really think they're like, I don't know. You could use them for something, maybe. I can't, so.
Okay.
You know.
Sure.
I take out the really, really, really nice silverware from that party when you first were introduced to us. And I just slide the sets of silverware across the counter.
These are pretty nice.
Yeah, I stole them from like some rich person.
You brought me stolen silverware.
Well, they don't know about it anymore.
Have these been cleaned and sanitized?
Yes. Well, they weren't even used. They were wrapped, in a napkin.
Where's the matching napkin?
I'll take out the napkins, but they're kind of dirty. I use the napkins.
Keep the napkins. I'll take the silverware.
All right. But I swear, if I find anything cool, I'll bring you something else.
He kind of takes the silverware, puts it in like a bucket, and then sets it off to the side.
Maybe I can get you a half dragon tooth or something.
Hey, I'd take a half dragon tooth.
There we go. That'll do it. Don't let me forget I owe you a half dragon tooth.
Oh, I'll keep reminding you.
Also, I'm going to do the well one day. Don't you worry. I'll go down there. I'm not scared.
I'm still waiting on the days, and you keep on coming in here. You
Yeah.
keep on talking the talk. I think.
Listen, we have a tank now.
I think you're afraid.
We have a tank now. He can do it.
Shard, after having walked up to this conversation, has been standing quietly for a while. He finally just turns around and taps a random patron on the shoulder. Excuse me.
Yes.
Where is the bathroom?
That way. Points around the
Thank
corner.
you. He kind of gives the bartender a look as he walks away.
All right. Well, listen, I'm not going to keep your time all night. Thank you for the information, and I really appreciate it. I'm gonna be. Can we get a room here? Actually, completely.
Absolutely.
A couple rooms.
Absolutely.
Like 3.
3 rooms?
Yeah.
Renee, how much is 3 rooms now?
I mean, we could get 2 if you don't have 3.
I think we can pull something together for you.
We actually probably need 5. Well, 4, probably. Well, actually, no. Tottenham's not staying here, I thought. I'm not really sure.
For you guys,
3 should be good for right now.
I think I have the rooms available. For you, 5 silver apiece should probably do it.
All right, I'll give them 2 gold.
Done.
All right, thanks.
Half dragon tooth.
Yeah, gotcha. Yep. Just keep running this fine establishment. I'll do whatever I can.
Oh, I'll keep it running.
All right. I'm gonna go sit down with Dusk now. I'm gonna just uncork my boom. You know.
You know, technically we are still on a job. Should you really be drinking all that much right now?
Hold on. Wait a second.
You're just gonna get sick.
All right. What'd you say? Hold on. I don't really. Hold on. What?
Never, nothing. No.
I'm just gonna put the cork back in. We're in a city. We should celebrate. We're not on a stupid caravan anymore.
Yes, but we're waiting for information to come back to us. So maybe take it easy. I mean, it's already too late for that, but...
Well, listen, like, apparently a half-dragon left town like a 10-day ago.
Really?
Went up north with a bunch of people on horses. Okay. You know, you should know, asking Durnan, you normally find out information. Durnan pays attention.
Trying to wait for Franklin.
And at that point, all of a sudden, like, Franklin appears in the chair right next to you as he morphs from his tiny spider into himself. And he looks around at you all. They're leaving in the morning.
No.
Leaving?
No. Not
where are they going?
He looks... They're going north with another caravan. And at this time, Shard returns from the restroom.
I'll just slam my head in the table.
Tottenham, you can tell Tottenham's a little bit disappointed as well. He sighs a bit.
Do you know where they're going?
They were talking about joining a caravan with construction workers and going north.
How many different places could they be going if they're headed north?
I would like to mentally think about that too.
You guys would know that leaving the north on the high road, eventually it splits into 2 large trade routes. The long road goes more to the north east, and it takes you kind of more towards... I don't know if you guys know where Yartar would be on the map. Some of you remember where Yartar was because you guys actually came down the long road to get to where your first destination was by caravan. So that would be the main. But then it splits off and it goes along the coast, the Sword Coast, and that's where the high road is. Now that Neverwinter is starting to become it's being rebuilt, they're starting to get this trade route back into play. It seems like they're using most of this. The high road is not only travel for that, but it's also construction that is going on. Basically, they're building kind of like if you've ever been at a boardwalk. Basically, they're building like a boardwalk through this swampy area that's kind of taken over, so that way the road can continue going. So a lot of this construction is focused on that. As of right now, the road just kind of goes out around this place, and they're trying to kind of stop doing that. They're trying to build some way that the road can be almost in the same area it was before. So there are technically north. There are 2 different routes. There's the long road, which is the heavily traversed trade route, and there's the high road that's under construction.
Refresh my memory. I don't remember if we talked about it. My village, is it in the north or is it in the south?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it would be north, right? For the
I think we said north.
Yeah, I think we said the north. I mean, I don't really flesh it out too much. If you want to role play it out, you can role play
I'm
it
just
wherever you want
curious how close we're gonna get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The more northern you go, if it's in the north, the more the more it's on your mind. That's for sure.
I mean, I don't know.
If we know where we're going, we could just beat them.
I'm gonna just ping like right here. I think like it'd be somewhere in here.
Well, I mean, we have a few different options. Assuming everybody wants to stay with us.
How north are you at? Because I'm zoomed in on my map. Oh, okay. So the Lurkwood. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. South of Mirabar. I see it. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming everybody wants to stay with us on this journey, we have a few different options. I'm assuming we can either try and get on this caravan also, and as guards or workers, or we can follow them discreetly from behind. My only issue is if we go ahead of them, we would have to wait at the fork to see which way they go.
Well, my guess is if they're going with the construction workers, they're probably going to go along the coast.
That's what I'm thinking too.
But you're right. I mean, they could go the other way, and that would be so awful because we just came from that way, and it would be like we took the exact same path all the way back up here. And I might actually kill somebody if that happens.
Well, as long as the person's attacking us, that's fine.
Hopefully we go down the other road.
What seems...
Could forget about the caravans and look for other work.
Hey, Lip, good to see you in chat, bud. And Christy.
Can't really do that.
We were hired for this job, though, so this is something we have to see through. But after this job is over, we can definitely look for other jobs.
Yeah, the person who gave us this job was somebody who gives us jobs very, very occasionally, so...
There are some things I cannot do by myself. It would broaden my horizons, so to speak, if we continued to work in tandem.
Sure. If you help us with this job, if you have something that you need help with afterwards, we can totally talk about that.
I only have like a couple issues with going north.
Hey, Lip,
Number one, I hate caravans, and I really don't want to be on another caravan. Number two, the farther north we go, the more of those horrible individuals we run into, and we have to put down.
If we do not have a good reason to be on this next caravan, they will be very suspicious.
That's why I was thinking maybe it's either we get on the caravan as something, even if it's just we're paying for their protection and just like traveling with them, or we can follow them discreetly.
We could say that we're going to my village.
Yeah, we could, but
I
I don't think they
either
really
path
need
gets
to know
us
that.
there. If they ask why we're there, I mean.
Okay.
No. It's to the north. I mean, probably taking the path towards Yartar would probably be the better path to go to get to my place, but like, you could go either way.
As you guys are having this conversation, all of a sudden, Zen, someone sits down next to you.
Who is it?
It's Jamna.
Do you need something?
She looks up at you and she's like, Hi there, friend. She smiles ear to ear.
Hello.
This place is wonderful, isn't it?
What did you do?
Nothing.
You seem like you did something. You're acting suspicious.
No, I was just, I went and I got a quick look at what was going on up northern side of the city for a while.
So did
And?
Franklin.
Oh, I'm just, what do you guys know?
Seems like you
much.
didn't do much, and that you were trying to get our information.
I have my connections. If I wanted the information, I could go find it easily. But I saw you all sitting here, and I thought, we've had such great times together. She looks at Zin.
I've got a feeling that we are your connections.
Well, we've been passing each other information here and there.
Go on.
I don't think they're staying in Waterdeep.
Who is they?
That's a surprise.
She looks around, making sure that nobody's, listening. The people we've been watching.
Mm-hmm.
For
And
somebody
what
so
makes you say
discreet, you
that?
sure bring this up a lot.
She smiles. Oh, lighten up, would you? Have some more of that. And she points to your bottle of whiskey that's half drunk on your table.
I mean, you're not okay. Continue drinking. You don't have to tell me twice.
She she's got this big tankard of ale and she's just kind of chugging it.
Are you thinking of following them?
I know what they have now. I just need to know where it's going.
My guess is it's going somewhere.
Right. That somewhere is what I want to know.
Right.
Yes.
I know.
Now that I know they got some pretty interesting things on that caravan, it's probably
All I saw was treasure, nothing interesting.
it's probably worth
Yeah, it was just
it's probably
a
worth
lot of money.
Probably worth a fortune, don't you think?
A fortune is only worth how much you can carry.
And that doesn't even really make sense. It was just a mixture of a bunch of random things.
stolen goods.
Most caravans, if they were really trying to hide these things, they would at least, have different, if one of the other caravans would have spilled out, it would have been all their wares or the things they were trying to sell, not just random treasure trinkets that probably worth hundreds, thousands of gold pieces.
You believe these pieces are stolen?
Oh, I almost guarantee they're stolen.
I am very certain that they are stolen goods.
So perhaps they're being delivered to whoever hired these people or whoever they are loyal to.
Jamna, tell me, I feel like the reason you're here is because you want to get your hands on all of the money that you think you can get from that caravan.
No. I really don't want the
That'd
money.
be very silly. Your hands are quite small.
You seem to You've misjudged me.
Can I insight check?
Yeah, you can. Sure.
All right, that's not a good number. Insight. 16.
Can't really read her.
She's the worst. Fucking Zeds, man.
She kind of looks at all of you. It's not the money, it's the information that I'm after.
So what are you planning then?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna find the information and I'm going to deliver it to my superiors.
I'm talking about if you think they're going to be leaving, what is your plan are you gonna try and follow them, join their
I mean,
caravan
it's
if they're
just-
leaving?
It's just like any other caravan. I'll just show up, just like I did at the last one. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm sure that'll go great.
there's other carts and things that are going to be hiring out. That'll be a piece of cake. That is easy, my friend. That is easy.
Maybe don't make yourself so known this time.
Yeah, I was thinking about going and picking up some different attire. You know.
Yeah.
Probably smart. Tell you what, do you have a room here somewhere in this town? You could get rooms here are quite nice. This is where we're staying.
Yeah, this place
We
is.
could head out in the morning.
You know,
I'm like giving him like the dirtiest look right now. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
this place is just a little bit too crowded for me. I like it a little bit, like a little bit more secluded. I might see if I can find a different place
Agreed.
to stay.
That sounds like a
Are you
wonderful
sure?
idea.
Maybe we can share some drinks tonight and then talk about our plan in the morning.
We could keep our drinks to ourselves.
I
and you
kick
could go to-
Ben underneath the
You
table.
get a kick underneath the table.
Yeah.
All right, then since Dusk is dadding me right now, I'm gonna finish off the bottle.
Shard, what were you pitching in with?
You mentioned a place that is more secluded. Would there be room in this place? I do not like it here.
It's hard to tell. Make a persuasion check, Dusk.
Okay. And I'll also say that we have an extra room too, because you got 3 rooms, correct?
I did,
Okay.
Okay.
but I have the keys.
I'm gonna use the DM inspiration that you gave me two sessions ago for this.
DM's inspiration.
I always don't mark mine.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
So 21.
21. Cool. She looks at you, and you seem like she looks at you quizzically at first, but then her expression softens, and you can almost feel that sense where I think she's really beginning to trust me. You know, you can almost like get that connection.
Hmm.
I guess it would make things easier.
Yeah.
It is a little bit cramped in here, but
The rooms are very nice.
how much is it for the room?
Don't worry about it. We have
What
3.
gold?
We have 3 rooms.
Oh.
I elbow Zen to give me one of the keys.
I don't know what that elbow means.
Zen,
I elbow back.
key.
Key.
Give me
Me.
one of the keys.
Me.
Franklin
Was
elbows
that the
you
right
too.
key?
Franklin just starts elbowing you as well.
Zen, please.
I'm not
I know you're drunk.
what
Just-
this
Please what?
means.
Give me one of the keys, please.
Which key do you want?
Any of the keys. It doesn't matter.
I conjure a key.
That,
Conjure a key?
You said any of the keys.
that
Specific.
Durin gave you.
If you conjure
Or
an
the
exact replica
rooms.
of the key, it probably still would work, right?
It
Yeah.
would, but it's glowing.
Technically, Durnan gave me this key.
Please, Zen.
Can I talk to you in private real quick?
Sure, we'll be right back. Sorry about this. I'll follow him over into somewhere private.
Jamna just
I
turns.
have-
Jamna just turns to Shard and's just like, that Zin is always just so uptight.
I pull out a chair.
Okay, I have a plan. Let's go over and talk to Durnan. All right,
Wait, hold on. What's the plan?
just follow me.
I wish
We
you would
don't
have told
really-
me you had a
we
plan in
don't-
the first
That's
place.
what the kick was for.
Well, I thought you were just kicking me to be a jerk.
just follow me.
All right.
You guys make your way to the bar.
Hey, Durnan, we're back.
Ah, Dusk.
Hey, I had a
Hey, you know
little
Zin's
proposition.
been putting things on your tab again.
Well, about
doesn't-
that, could I get another bottle of Mizzen?
You thought you could come in here and throw a rag on my head.
What? Who? Me? I didn't do that. Could I get another bottle?
Sure.
All right. I put the empty bottle on the counter.
He gets you another bottle. You should really take it easy on that stuff, Zen.
Oh, I'm going to take it easy on this one.
Give you-
Trust me.
Give you a terrible heartburn.
Yeah, I know. I already feel it.
Anyways, we have a friend that is going to be using one of the rooms that Zen bought for the night.
Yeah?
I was just wondering if there was any way that we could maybe keep her in there until we leave in the morning once she goes to sleep for the night.
Oh, like lock her in? This is wonderful.
Kind of, yes.
I don't know what kind of establishment you fellas think I run.
You know,
but,
just
this
for
is
us.
not one of those types of places.
Would you look the other way if we maybe did something to keep the door closed for a little
I'll
while?
slide 5 gold onto the table.
What is this? Are you bribing me now?
No, I'm paying you for the bottle that you
for
just gave
friends.
Oh, true. Yes, you did owe me 5 gold for that bottle.
me. Yeah, you were just going to give it to me for free. What were you doing?
You drank that whole bottle?
Yeah.
You're going to be very, very sick tomorrow morning.
I don't doubt it, but I have to go on another freaking caravan. So I'm going to do what I want tonight. Because I hate caravans.
You know, with the treasure that you would find in the well there, you wouldn't have to go on any more caravans anymore.
I just look at Dusk.
We will check it out eventually. Okay?
That's fair.
Okay.
Enough. No, I'm not going to lock anyone in their room, Dusk. I would have to say that is probably the most interesting question I've been asked today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's just been following us, and we're really
Yeah,
tired of
it's
her being around.
Kind of like a stalker, we don't really want her to be following us anymore.
So creepy.
It's not because of friends, maybe you'd want to help us out here.
Yeah.
What if you just leave in the middle of the night?
Well, see,
You
the
got to
thing
be
is,
on a caravan tomorrow.
yeah, and she knows about the caravan. That's why I'm trying to keep it to where she, can't leave right away. Be very helpful.
Then again, she might just catch up to the caravan.
I mean, not if it'd take a lot of time if we left her in there for quite some time.
Yeah, but if she catches up, and then she'll be like, "Oh no, you guys did this," and she'll try to fight us.
If that happens, we just take care of it then.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage, Dusk.
Okay.
Well, what if we just had her like accidentally fall into the well?
Ooh, we could tell her the room is in the well if she doesn't know about this
Yes.
place.
You know how far that well goes down there?
Yeah, but no matter how far you fall, you land, right? That's how that works.
We usually lower people down into the well.
Oh, really?
That's what that contraption over there is. There's like this huge pulley system with this like basically a makeshift elevator that goes down in the middle of the well.
How drunk are you, Zen? Of course, you've seen that happen before.
I thought people just fall down there.
What if, would you help us lower her down if we tell her that the rooms are down there? That'd be okay?
What if I pay you a gold?
Do you really think, Dusk, that she is going to
She
think
seems...
that when you can,
Maybe,
when
if
you
she's
can
never
look
been
up
there.
and you can see like this is like a huge open space, it's like 3 stories,
Uh-huh.
and you can see it's kind of like when you go to like a fancy hotel where you can see like how they have this big lobby in the middle and you can see the doors of the rooms above you. You really think that she's not going to think that those are the rooms, and she's
Those are all sold out.
Those are all rooms, but the impressive rooms are down the well.
Oh, the impressive
Yeah.
rooms are down in this deep, dark pit that smells
Yes.
kind of like dust and rat crap. I'm sure.
Okay, it's probably not... Okay.
I'm sure she's gonna buy it.
I buy it. Let's do that instead of a caravan.
Well, that was a 15 on the persuasion check to get him to help us with the room thing.
Listen, I might be able to delay her a bit, but I'm not gonna lock her in a room. I can send extra room service up. I can make it so I don't know. I can make it so that she gets a little bit of a delay.
That could be helpful. What if we just get her very drunk then, and then she just passes out, and then hopefully doesn't wake up until
I
like
can do
noon.
this. I can
Okay.
do this.
She doesn't really like you, but
That's okay. That's all right.
Those halflings can drink quite a lot.
that is
I'll
also
give her
true.
this whole bottle. She probably won't be able to handle it like me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, is the room spinning for anybody else though?
No, let me just take that bottle just in case you fall over.
Nah, it's okay. I'll be fine.
Okay.
I wobble back to the table.
Shard, you can definitely tell that Zin's had too much to drink.
So while they were gone,
Sure.
I'm going to turn to Gemna.
Sure.
Are you sure you want to be seen, even in a disguise?
I can disguise myself very well. It won't be a problem for me.
Suit yourself.
Wait,
Just
why?
make sure it's a different suit.
Why are you worried?
About you? Maybe.
She kind of blushes a little bit. Listen, I think we can do this if we stick together on this. Like, I think we can figure out what's going on.
I really like the cows in the background. It's so good.
I don't know what he's referring to.
Look,
In the Roll20, he has music
I
playing.
have music playing in the Roll20. It's just like town music, so it's like random.
And you guys are
cows
having
and
this conversation
horses.
just going.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not fucking hear it. If you are going to stay here, do you know of a place that is less busy where I can sleep?
There's plenty of taverns out there. A lot smaller than this one. This is probably one of the biggest, probably most famous ones in all of Waterdeep.
Is that because of the well?
Yeah, because of the well. I think most of it. People get excited whenever other people kind of get themselves lowered down into it. It's just a big thing around here. People place bets on if they'll ever come back up. You know, just... They're all fools, if you ask me.
Yes. How would you ever know if they came back up unless you stayed here the whole time? Is a strange bet.
Well, that's a lot of people like to stay here for an extended period of time. They just keep on drinking.
Is that what you want treasure for, so you can stay here and drink indefinitely?
No, that's not it. I've always done well at my job, and I want to keep up that. I want to keep it going. I don't want to come back to my superiors and have to tell them that I failed.
Liar.
Do you look up to your superiors, as you call them?
I do right now, but I'm hoping that one day they will look up to me.
I think many people who hope for that sort of thing have their strings cut eventually.
Let's just hope I'm quick enough to tie them back together.
And that is Shard will leave it at that.
Okay. And at that point, Dusk and Zin arrive back. Zin wobbling back. He like loses his balance a little bit and kneels on a empty chair next to you and does that across the wooden floor, you know? That noise.
I'm not drunk, you're a chair. Hey, Jamna.
Yes.
Listen, I was talking to Dusk, and Dusk told me that I need to apologize. So I brought you this, and I would like to drink this with you tonight. Just as a commemoration for our friendship. Oh, and here's your key for your room.
She holds out her hand, takes the key. Go and make a persuasion check, Zin.
It's not good. I don't have advantage, do I?
No, not currently.
That's a 3.
She looks at Dusk awkwardly and is like, he is absolutely trashed. That's the alcohol talking. You're not even here to apologize to me.
I'm not in trash. There's not even a trash can here.
Then maybe it's time for you to go up and get some sleep.
It's time for you to sleep. Mister, I'm not going to sleep. No.
Does he always do this to you?
He likes to get drunk here when we pop into town.
I'm not drunk. I don't get drunk.
You're pretty drunk.
How do you even know what drunk means, Turtle?
Damn.
Here, have some of this. And he gets some swamp,
I don't want any swamp lettuce.
and shoves it in your
No.
mouth.
No. That is so gross. That's so nasty. I would go spit it in the well.
Spit it in the well.
I wonder.
As you're spitting it in the well, like people start shouting, and there's all these like cheers that are happening as you're spitting it in the well, and people are starting to yell out that Paget's going down the well. Paget is going down. Paget has accepted the challenge. And then everybody's like cheering and throwing coin everywhere. People are starting to place bets, and this like pretty stout human fellow kind of walks out. He's got kind of like the 5 o'clock shadow kind of stuff going on, a little scruff, and heads up. He looks like he's pretty heavily armored. He's got a long sword sheathed over his back. Looks like he's got some kind of explorer pack ready to go. He tosses his coin up to the person who's like getting ready to operate the pulley system and the lowering device for the elevator. He steps on and he looks confident. He takes one last tankard of ale and chugs it. It kind of pours down off of the side of his face, down onto his armor, and drips off. He throws it up to one of his buddies as they're lowering it down. I'll be back before dawn.
Hey, wait a second. Before you go, wait. Hey.
Huh? What do you want?
Can you do me a favor?
Do you a favor?
Yeah.
What? I'm being lowered into the well.
Okay. Well, here. I give him a pan from my mess kit, right?
Okay. You toss.
When you get to the bottom, can you set that on the ground so when I go down there, I can get it later?
Yes. Sure.
This is just proof that I'm going to go down there because that's my favorite pan, and I would never leave it behind.
Right. And he just keeps on lowering it down as he's holding this pan, just staring at you.
All right, fellas, cut the ropes. Let them drop.
What? We don't cut the ropes around here. We lower them down.
We're trying to scare them. We're trying to make them panic.
Everybody's just looking at you awkwardly. They keep on like lowering down. Are you mad? And then
Are you mad?
Somebody
I'm pretty happy.
Somebody comes up to you, puts an arm around your shoulders, like he's probably not gonna make it back up anyway.
Oh, you're gonna die. Why are you going in there alone?
What? You use the pan to fry.
They said that you're not gonna make it back alive.
Live. Yes, I'm very much alive. Thank you. Keep slowing
This
down.
guy's dumb. He can't hear.
And he just disappears into the darkness.
Christy got it.
Yeah.
Christy got it.
Are you back at the table now, or were you falling, like hovering over the well where that guy was?
I'm just watching him like fall, like not fall, but get descended down the well until I can't see him anymore. I'm like leaning over far. I hope he leaves that pan down there. I really do.
Jamna just sitting there.
Well, I am ready to turn in. I don't know about any of you.
All right. Well, if you're not going to be staying here, I guess meet us either outside in the morning or.
I will stay here.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are spending the night in the Yawning Portal. You guys all enjoy a long rest, so you guys can
Wonderful.
do whatever you need to do to your character sheets, if that makes any difference. I don't know if you guys have been in. You guys haven't really gotten any conflicts recently, so I'm sure your character sheets are fine. You guys wake up at first light. Franklin kind of urging you guys to follow him as he knows the location of where to go. You guys do see that currently there is like a couple, like, you know, like the rolling carts that like housekeeping has and stuff like that. There's one that has like a bunch of plates of food on it that's like stopped in front of Jamna's room.
Okay.
And it looks like they're getting ready to basically just bombard her with a bunch of room service.
Okay.
At first light.
All right.
That's so good.
And Zin, you have a massive headache.
Yeah.
And you're nauseous. And you have the cold sweats.
You know what I'm gonna do? Hair of the dog. I'm gonna pop open the bottle that Jamna didn't take. I'm gonna take some.
Have a little whiskey.
Hair of the dog, man. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it almost brings back that same taste that you had the night before. It's almost you actually have to run back into your room to vomit really quick.
Yeah. That didn't work.
You do.
That didn't work.
For these purposes, you will have basically what is considered 1 point of exhaustion for this day.
All right. Heck yeah.
So you'll have disadvantage on all your skill checks for being. Well, I'll say probably for at least the first half of the day. As you
so drunk I got exhaustion.
Would we have seen you run back into your room to do this?
That depends. Are you in the hallway waiting for me?
If this is something that happened like just about when you woke up, I'd probably still be up there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll walk into the room. I'll put my hand on your shoulder. And I'll say, "It's okay."
You're talking too loud. No. Wait, what happened to my pan? Why are you talking about my pan?
And I just pat him again and walk out.
I'll be waiting for him to come back out with a water skin full of water.
Okay. Dusk hands you some waters in.
Hey, Dusk, what happened to my pan?
You might need a new one.
No, that was my favorite pan.
Tonum looks at you and is like, well, now it's in the bottom of the well. Yeah.
Jamna did it, didn't she?
You got wasted.
Jamna did it. I knew it.
Okay, we should go ahead and leave though. So I'm gonna start, say bye to Duran as we leave.
He kind of just nods over to you and gives you guys a little wink.
You got coffee on my way out? Could I have some coffee?
Oh, yeah, you guys could easily get some coffee on the way out. as you
All
make
right.
your way, or whatever quick to-go beverage you'd like as you make.
I'm gonna
your
take
way.
two to go coffees.
to-go coffees.
Spiced eggnog.
Spiced eggnog. There you go.
Yikes.
So you guys make your way north at the first morning's light, and you guys end up getting to the field ward up front where Franklin kind of leads you. You can see that there are many people out and about, and it looks like another caravan is getting ready. It looks like there's a kind of like the equivalent of like a medieval garage kind of set up that's working on some wagons and things. And you can see there's a large sign above that says High Road Charter Company. And it looks like there's several people gathered. It looks like another caravan is getting ready to exit out of the northern gates to head north. It looks like a various amount of people are here. Some people walking away from caravan. It looks like a caravan may have come in yesterday from the north. And some people would stay at some various taverns and now dispersing and things of that nature. What would you guys like to do?
Do we see the same caravans from the prior group?
Make a perception
not
check.
ours, but like the
Oh,
cultists.
The cultist, yeah.
That is 14.
You do in fact see a few of them, and you do recognize a couple of the faces that do look to be the same individuals that were in those first 5 wagons. It looks like a lot of the horses are being brought out, and I said that because the music just had a nice little horse thing go on there. So they're bringing out some of the horses. It looks like they're finishing up, giving them a good brushing, and it looks like they've also had a nice night stay in comfort in the stables. It looks like they're about ready to get them back yoked to the wagons and loaded up. Looks like there's a lot of other people here, and you can see that there is a dwarf female kind of walking around another group of various race individuals, mostly human, but you see a couple halflings, gnomes, dwarves, and stuff mixed about, all dressed in kind of like very simple clothes. And she's just going around. Looks like she's got a quill and a piece of parchment, and she looks like she's just like writing a list or checking off things.
I will walk over to this lady.
Okay.
Excuse me. Are you a part of the caravan that's going to be setting out today?
She doesn't even look up at you. She just like continues on. Yes. What's your name?
It's Dusk. I was wondering if you all needed any help with the journey.
That's well, I don't have your name on the list. Would you like to be added? And she looks up at you.
Added for.
Are you going to be part of the
work?
Are you going to be part of the construction crew to work on the high road?
No, I think me and a group of friends were looking to maybe be guards for your journey, if you need anything like that.
Oh, yes, we do need some additional help. Ardred, we have a few volunteers. I give volunteers.
Money would be preferred.
Yeah, we get a few mercenaries. She calls over, and you see this guy who's wearing basically like some pretty thick plate armor. He's got like this red cape that dangles down the back. He starts moving up. You can see he's got a short sword sheathed on his belt. And he walks up. He's got this like flowing blonde hair, and blue eyes, and a goatee. He looks at you, looks you over a little bit. You look suitable.
Yeah, we're a capable bunch.
Do you guys have a specific price?
Just your typical going rate.
Going
5.
5. 5 what?
I look at Dusk, panicked.
Your typical going rate would be perfect.
Going rate here is 2 gold pieces per day.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, fine. Welcome aboard. Tilda here will put you on the list. Right.
Thank you.
Right away. Start right away. And this dwarven female's like, okay, I need all of your names. And she starts, basically you guys would give her, unless you guys wanted to give her a false name. But that's up to you.
Dusk.
Okay.
Trash.
Trash? Is that what you
I said drash.
Oh, Drash. Drash. Okay. She writes down Drash, and she's just like going over, and she's writing this list on the parchment.
My name is Zin.
Zin looks at the tall, hungover furbog, and then basically gets Franklin and Tonem's name as well.
When are you all setting out this morning?
Oh, as soon as the caravan's ready, that's for sure.
All right. Well, then we're ready to go.
Okay. She gets things finalized, and I need you all to sign this document as well. And she hands
Then what is this?
each you a piece of parchment. Basically, it's a waiver.
A waiver. Okay.
It's basically that no matter what happens along this caravan, the High Road Charter Company is not responsible.
Okay.
And refuses to cover any of the expenses of your funeral and stuff like that. It has all this really fine print on it, and so explaining to you about all the dangers that could be included within this travel.
Oh, our heads could get chopped off. That's cool. Yeah.
I will sign.
As you're reading that, she's like, "Oh, that's only happened like twice."
Only twice.
Oh, Jesus.
Interesting.
You should add screaming mushrooms onto that waiver.
Yeah, screaming mushrooms blowing out your ears. That's one that should be on here.
It's not on there. She looks at it. Yes, well, we'll amend that when you return.
All right. I'll just sign it after I read all of it.
Okay. You've read all of it. It's pretty awful. Like, it says, like, we won't, like, help to compensate your families if you leave and go missing and no one can ever find you and all this other stuff. And really, it was very easy. It seems like this High Road Charter Company is always looking for mercenaries as guards, but also they're looking for construction workers that are willing to work on the road. So you guys very easily make it on there. A couple of the caravan from the cultists kind of give you guys suspicious looks as they see you as
Kind of like hand up.
What are you looking at?
None of those caravan guys that we were part of last time is looking at us.
Why?
I don't know. They probably recognized us, so I raised my hand.
Well,
Kind of like waving at them.
okay.
Gotta be friendly.
Friendly, right. Got it. I will just awkwardly wave in their direction. Ah, son.
That's right, Christy.
That's too bright.
The cultists look at them suspiciously.
Oh, gosh.
Well, yeah, and so you guys are getting all set up. You can see that the cultist caravan actually has grown. There are a couple more carts that look like as if they are in cahoots with this group. Don't really fit in with the whole construction workers. Most of the construction worker wagons are pretty well labeled with the High Road Charter Company logos and stuff on them. Looks like several people are getting into ones that have... It's kind of like some of these are for equipment and some of these are for people. So you can see that they're loading up a lot of the workers in some of them. And some of them is being loaded full of like what looks to be like lumber and other tools and equipment used for working on the road. And it looks like it's fairly easy to get along with this group, and the caravan begins to pull out.